Hello everyone, welcome to our channel, The BaeSlay Way. As promised, we are back with our interview experience segment for you, and today's company is Accolite Digital. So before we move on to the recruitment process, if you're new here, please do subscribe to our channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive all post notifications instantly. We post interview experiences segment on every Fridays, and we also have a Google form attached in the description box below. So if you also want to get featured on this particular segment, please fill up the form and we'll get back to you. We also have our Telegram channel that you can join to stay updated with our channel. And let's move on to the recruitment process now.
This segment of video is sponsored by Coding Ninjas. Coding Ninjas has introduced an exclusive internship for non-technical students of first, second and third year of college. It's a once in a lifetime chance to become a part of biggest campus engagement program. You will get a 6 months curated campus ambassador internship program that will prepare you for a successful corporate journey ahead. So there are some benefits of it. You will get an internship certificate, you will learn leadership skills and get ready for interviews. There are other swags like Bluetooth speakers, earphones, headphones, MI band and whatnot. So here is an example of the website. You just have to click on the link that is in the description box below and fill up the form. So the profile offered by Accolite Digital is software engineering. The CTC is as mentioned. The eligibility criteria is the branches eligible are CS and ENTC. You need to be at 60% and above in SSC, HSC and diploma. The B at BTech CGPA should be 6.75 and above, and there should be no live backlog. Now coming to the online test consists of two platforms. The first platform EduThrill was for aptitude and Codelizer was for coding round. So there were total of 30 questions in 30 minutes for aptitude and technical test, and there were one question in 1 hour for moderate level in the coding section. Now coming to the interview round, there were total of 3 interviews. There was technical 1, technical 2, and one was HR.
So, hi guys, today we have with us Amit, who has cracked the on campus recruitment process for Accolite Digital for the job role of a software engineer. Welcome to our channel, Amit, and congratulations.
Yes, thank you, Sanchita.
So, before we move on to the interview segment, I would request you for a quick introduction first.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, hello everyone. I'm Amit Gamot, upcoming SDE at Accolite Digital. I completed my graduation from VIT Pune in computer science.
Yeah. So let's move to the rounds then. We will start with online assessment. So you can start telling about the online assessment.
Yes, so very first start of your complete interview process is like from online tests, where we have a 30 questions on the EduThrill platform, and after you clearing that 30 question benchmark, Accolite will forward you a Codelizer link, which consists of one question for 1 hour. Yeah.
Okay.
So the level of that complete assessment is of a normal level. You can say the medium level. So you can able to crack if you have like some good skill sets of programming and like aptitude, DSA, OP, sorry, OOPS, and DBMS.
Okay. So talking about the 30 MCQ questions that you were telling, so from which category were them? It was a mix of aptitude or that were only based on CS concepts?
Yeah, that was completely a mixed up of a CS and a aptitude concept. So you have a reasoning and quants questions also there, and along with the computer science subjects like DBMS, DSA, OOPS, and this type of all the completely mix up. You can even see some questions from CN2.
Okay. And coding question you were telling about. So what was from which topic was it?
Yes, so that was again a random question. Like I got some from array, while my friends got some from string or some other concept. But yeah, you can think like a basic question aega, not of that trees and graphs.
Yeah.
And since the test has been divided into two like sections, first the MCQ and then the online coding thing. So you get the link for the coding assessment only if you clear like some sort of a benchmark in the MCQ, or is it like even if with whatever score you will definitely get the coding link?
No, no. Once you clear that benchmark, then and then only you get that coding assessment link.
So that the first part of the online
Yes.
test is an elimination round, you can say.
Yes, yes. That was like a filtering round, because like on when you see on campus applications, then that are around 420, right? Like in
Right.
my college, that was around 420, 426 or 425. So they have to filter out some crowd there. So that's like a major benchmark, you say, because only 30-40% crowd will be moved to the next step. Yeah.
Got
Yeah. So let's move to the interview rounds then. So you can start briefing about the interview segments, like about the 2 rounds as well as the HR.
Yeah, so like they have two technical rounds, the tech one, tech two, and the last one is the HR round. So in the first round, that was the technical round one. After that, the coding round, I got that email and call from the HR on that same day that I have gone through the previous interview. Like I'm clear that all the like whatever that round is, technical round one. So what I do, I go through all the previous interview experiences on GFG and the Glassdoor. But mostly that technical round one is based on your resume and skill sets. So like it might be possible that when you browse to GFG or a Glassdoor, you
it.
find something else, and like what happening with you is something else. So that is what happening in my case. So in my case, I got questions on OOPS, like classes, objects, features, and like why we need OOPS and all this type of questions. Then the interviewer moved to the polymorphism, encapsulation, inheritance, that all OOPS concepts. And then he teach me on a C++ and Java concept. But in my case, like I'm more leaner toward Python. So I asked him to like stay on Python and like asking some course more on Python. So what he do, he browsed to some website, I don't know what, but he asked me everything about Python, like whatever the possible, like dictionaries list, tuples, everything, you can say everything, even linked list and all this. So he asked me all the like DSA part of Python also. So after that he moved to that DBMS part, and then he asked me to share my screen or VS Code screen and gave me one problem, and that problem was from array. So I like he assigned me some target value and I have to go to that value, something like that. Okay, so basically I'm not sure whether that is a like that particular question, the question will detached in a description by Devesh, so you can go through that. And then we move to the DBMS part, and in DBMS the most common question is of joints, inner joints, left joints and right joints, and that second highest salary question. So basically they ask you to write a query in whether in a chat box or on your VS Code screen. So they just examine query from like whatever you write there. And then in OS they ask about the threads and processes. So that is one of the most common question in OS. I give 3-4 interviews, and in all of them I found that same concepts, like process and threads from OS and joins from DBMS. So that is all about the technical round one, and that lasts for around 1 hour. So that is completely on you, like how you answering those questions. So more you answering, like more the interview timing will be like stretched. So that are around 1 hour to 1.5 hours. Let's move to technical round two. So once I done with technical round one, I immediately got a call from HR within 10-15 minutes that you are cleared technical round one, and now we schedule your technical round two like within 3-4 hours. So the time is like time constraint is there, like after just 3-4 hours you have to appear for the second round. Okay, and when I enter in second round, the interviewer is like experienced, some senior engineer, and he asked me about my past and previous experiences, about like he teach me on my internship experience and all that stuff. Like it is completely like not completely technical, but yes, it is like a co-curriculum activity that you performed in your college along with the technical stuff that like technical stuff that is involved in those co-curricular activities, right? uh, like in my case, I am involved in web dev and like development stuff. So he scratched me on those concepts, like how you like how the CN is involved in that website making, like HTTPS, SSL certificates and all those concepts. And when we talk about DBMS, then like how in my project I use DBMS concept, how I use those joins and normalization and all those stuff. So this is how he like approached that second round. And after that, as I like as I told you earlier, that my complete domain is of AI/ML, and like I'm more leaner toward Python. So at that time, when he moved to my resume my project section in the resume, so he got to know about all this AI stuff and whatever the projects I do in that AI/ML domain. So he asked me about decision tree, logistic and linear regressions, random forest and all. Then how we perform accuracy in that, like RMS values, calculation, confusion matrix, and all that stuff. Then what he'll do there, like when he asked one question, like how to calculate the accuracy of model. So I replied him like for linear regression, we use RMS value, and for logistic regressions we use confusion matrix. So by extracting keywords from that answer, like confusion matrix, he replied me with one another question, like what is confusion matrix. So when I answered that, then he asked me like four quadrants of confusion matrix and how we like calculate accuracy formulas and all. So basically what things are happening, like he going deeper by extracting keywords from my previous answer. So that is the one like similarity, or you can say a pattern that I observed in Accolite and some other few companies that are of same level. They are going to pick keywords from your answer. And in that end, he asked me whether I had some question for him. So I just asked about my feedback. And the last one is the HR round, that is of 45 to 60 minutes. All same like standard HR questions. So nothing special there. Simple HR questions that you find in like find on some random website that tell you about all top HR questions.
So the HR round was also conducted on the same day?
No, HR round was conducted on the another day, like next day, immediate next day.
And you got the call, and when were you informed that you have cleared the second round of technical?
Once I done with that second round, within few hours, like 2-3 hours.
Okay, and you were told that next tomorrow your HR
Yes.
will be conducted, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Accolite will wrap up their like complete process within 3 days. So first day you have that assessment, second day interviews, tech interviews, and the last day all the HR interviews.
Right. But in your case, just after giving the online test, you were asked to give the interviews as well, right? Your
Yeah,
online test was
first one, first tech. Yeah.
okay.
Listening from your experience, you were completely grilled on CS concepts in first interview, and in again in second about the resume part, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll ask a question on your internship then. Okay.
Okay.
So, since you have been doing an internship with Accolite, so how has your experience been so far, and how is the work life?
Yeah, so basically the internship experience was like awesome. Like there is no that much load on you when you are like trainee there, right? So basically they assign you some basic tasks. So and the task is like कि like starting में एक normal level होगा and then थोड़ा ऊपर जा रहा होगा वैसा. So मतलब जब आपको 4-5 महीने वहाँ हो जाएंगे, so you are on a good tasks there. And like they not assign you projects immediately. So initially as a trainee you are on some like bench बोलते हैं ना. So वो सीन होगा, फिर मतलब धीरे धीरे आपको किसी प्रोजेक्ट में असाइन करेंगे. And basically Accolite is a service based technical company, right? So they are, and also they are product based too, like they have some 2-3 products with them. So अभी होगा क्या कि they even consider their product from Eduthrill as a separate company. So जब मैं गया तो मेरे साथ कैसा था कि मेरे को Eduthrill पे अभी मतलब जो प्रोजेक्ट्स है वो, एंड जो रेस्ट ऑफ हम 8 लोग थे मेरी कॉलेज से, so the rest of them are on different projects, yeah, different client projects. So you can see Accolite on EduThrill website. So basically EduThrill is like a hacker rank, their recruiter platform. So they like publish, like there is a lot of publicity on their page about Accolite job openings. So you can find all the details, like it is for the users, right, like audience. So you can find all the details there, like updated packages, like every year they revise their packages, so you may find updated ones there.
So, Amit, are there any tips for our juniors before applying in Accolite?
Yeah, so whenever you are going to apply to any company, like see, get Accolite or any other IT company, right? You have to set some benchmark for you as well, right? Like your technical benchmarks, the salary you want, like package you want, and this type of benchmarks you have to consider. So in my case, I consider both of them. Like I have some tech benchmarks with me and I have some salary benchmarks with me. So every time when a on-campus company come, I evaluate them on these two benchmarks, whether these are like first, so whether these companies are capable for me or not. Like I have to evaluate myself, right? My performance and like मेरा कितना तैयारी है past में, right? And on the salary benchmark, whether I got this type of package or not, like a minimum criteria that I set for me. So that is how the application for the Accolite will be, like I consider that application part for the Accolite, right? And the when you want some tips, so the tips are simple. Just do prepare for the like IT firms, any IT company. So the syllabus is completely same. You have to consider some CS part, like completely computer science parts, and and along with that, good aptitude and quant skills. So that is some like basic sets of knowledge for all the companies that you are going to apply. So same for Accolite, nothing special there. Like they only consider whether a student or like a new joinee should have a basic knowledge of computer science and like reasoning and quant. Okay, so so if you wish to look to my complete process, you can refer a link, a GFG article link in description box that is uploaded under this video.
Yeah. So, guys, I guess it's a wrap for today then. Thank you so much, Amit, for coming in and sharing your experience with us. And it was great interacting with you. Guys, Amit's LinkedIn handle will be there in the description box below, so feel free to reach out to him in case you have any queries related to the recruitment process or any tips that you require from him. Also, the article that he just mentioned for Geek for Geeks will be attached in the description box. So read through that article before you apply or sit for the interview rounds at Accolite. And we'll be back next week with another interview experience segment for you. Don't forget to hit the like button if you're still watching and share it with your friends who you think it might be beneficial for. Till then, take care and prepare well. Thank you.